Hello everyone, it's Tammy at Creative Girl Vintage. Welcome back. If this is your first visit, I am so happy that you're here. So if you guys are into the flea markets and thrifting like I am, you'll notice that these shiny bright ornaments really show up a lot. And I have been the kind of person that can never walk past them and leave them. I just couldn't resist. So now I have like a gazillion. So I'm always looking for a little project, something to transform them into. Of course, you could just use them on your tree. I actually have 2 Christmas trees, and one of them in my living room is these, the pink and the turquoise, just covered all over the tree. So, you know, you could also collect like a certain color that you like. They're just so adorable. They were the most popular ornaments in the United States throughout the 1940s and the 1950s. And they were first manufactured in Pennsylvania. And then they also opened up factories in New York and my home state of New Jersey. So this little guy is one that I just made up that I wanted to share. And so it kind of like bumps the basic Shiny Bright up to a new level, doesn't it? Isn't that cute? Okay, so I'm going to pick out this one right here. And let's go to work and transform this one. Move this out of the way. Okay, I got a little teacup here. We'll put this little guy in here while we're working on this one. So if we need to look at him for reference, we can. All right, the first thing that I would do when I'm putting one of these together is put a hanger on. Now I've just got some little seam binding ribbon here. I loved this color and wanted to go with it, but then I pulled this color out and it just really matched this ornament. So change it up a little. We're going with this color. Okay, so just cut yourself a little piece of ribbon. You know, whatever you choose, whatever looks good in your project. I just like to do these projects just to inspire. And you know, when you're out and about, you see something you like, you're like, yeah, you know what? I can put together one of those little ornaments. Okay, so simply tie that on like that. And I'm going to tie this off just so we have a little ornament hanger. Okay, there we go. All right, pretty easy. Okay, so the next thing, and like I did in this little guy right here, I have a little plastic deer. I'm pretty sure this was one of those craft store little plastic deers in the package that come out, you know, with all the holiday decor. And I'm going to put him right here on the top. Now, what I did on this one, I learned you really kind of have to have, if you have something heavy, have it kind of straddling the top right up here. Because if you don't, if you glued him on right about here, just his weight would just topple this over. So it just wouldn't hang right. So I'm just going to use a little hot glue, using hot glue on this project. I'm going to put a little on all of his feet. I'm going to have to go back and add more, but this is a start. And I'm just going to have him kind of straddle that top of this ornament. Now I'm going to just kind of add a little extra here, just for a little extra support. And let that dry. Okay, he's on there nicely. So when I hold this up, I know it's kind of hard to see, but he's very straight on here. The ornament's not wanting to topple over. Now, simple, easy. This is a piece of Christmas tree garland. I have a little bit of a collection of this. I find it vintage, or I find it on eBay sometimes, or when the Christmas decorations start coming out at any store, really, the craft stores, the department stores, just take a look at what they got. This is something, this piece isn't vintage. It's white, it's fluffy, it looks like snow. I love it. I just glued it on right there, right in the front. So this is something always good to find in your stash, because it's really is a nice finishing touch on a project. Okay, there we go. So far, looking good. Okay, so the next thing I have, let me move these out of the way, is we're going to do a little bottle brush tree. Once again, this was the craft store around Christmas time, but these are on Amazon. I'm going to check and see if they're still available, and I will put a link below for those. This I bought around Christmas time. I'm going to check if this is available now somewhere. I'll put a link. This is just a powdered snow, fine powdered snow for holiday decorating. It's a big old fat bag of it. I put a little bit in a little paper bowl here using my Mod Podge. Just going to take my little tree, get a paintbrush here. First, I'm going to grab my little wire cutters, and I'm just going to cut off that little wooden base on that tree. Okay, and just hold the bottom. And just going to take the Mod Podge and just paint it all over this tree. You can be messy. It's okay. All right. Okay, good. Now with the little powdered snow, I'm just going to roll it in there. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? So sparkly. Now, if you can't get this little powdered snow, you know, you can use your glitter. So isn't that pretty? I had one already made, because I'm going to let this one dry. You want to let it dry before you handle it, or it'll get all over your hands. So since I already had one done, let's grab our little ornament, and I'm going to take this tree and I'm going to put it right behind the reindeer. Once again, thinking about the weight on how it's, you know, going to go forward and backwards. So I'm going to keep everything centered. A little bit of hot glue on the back. Pop him in right there. Let me just hold him for a second. Okay, this is looking really cute. You know, not all the ornaments are Shiny Brite brand. You'll notice on the top, on the metal cap, the Shiny Brites will be marked Shiny Brite. Some of the others say Made in USA, or they're just blank. But I love them all, obviously. So if you're out and about, grab some. But remember, you know, you can get carried away real easily. All right, so that looks good. Now I have, this is just a little bit of vintage lace that I put into a bow. And I'm going to pop that on right there. Okay, that's cute. You can also, if you like, use the same ribbon that you use for your hanger too. That would be pretty. All right, the next thing I'm going to add on here are these little mercury glass beads. These come with a little story. So this box here, I just sorted out my pinks because they were my favorite. I have some pinks and silvers, but I have all colors. I was at the flea market, and there was this giant box sitting there filled with this. And of course, I just knew the possibilities and how many projects I could use this on. So I was like, oh my God, my heart was beating. I was so excited. So it was like this grouchy old man behind the stand, and I said, how much are these? And he said, that box of junk? Give me $1. Well, I thought I was going to have a heart attack right then and there. I mean, oh yes, this box of junk, I'll take it. So I'm going to use one of these little vintage pink mercury glass balls. And I'm going to put a little dab of glue on there and pop that right on. Now, I know everybody doesn't have these. A pearl would be beautiful. Any pretty little bead would be beautiful. Now, I have some little smaller sizes in here, I think. Let me see what I got. This is a little tiny green one that might work. Let's see if I have a little smaller pink one in here. Yeah, That'll work. I'm going to put that on the top of my Christmas tree. So, you never know at the flea market, do you? But I tell you, when I find something like that, my heart is racing. Okay, see how sweet this is coming out? All right, I have another little thing. I went through my little vintage Christmas cards, got a whole stack of those, and this one inside said holiday greetings, and I liked the color. It kind of matched the theme that was going on. So guess what, we're gonna cut it out. Let's do this. I'll keep this because there's probably more things in it that I can find something to do with later on. I just use every little piece I get, all the little scraps. I love using the vintage materials. If you don't have any old cards, you can always just print up a little something with a good font on your computer and print it out and use it. All right, so I have this little holiday greetings, which I can just pop in right there. I'll put a little glue right there on our little deer and slip it right in, right there, like so. Darling, right? All right. Now, here's what we're going to do to finish this up. Okay, sorry about that. Paintbrush was on the floor. All right, I am going to go back to my Mod Podge. We're going to glitter up this little guy's antlers, and let's do it in pink. Did you hear that, Aubrey? Pink glitter. You guys know my granddaughter, Aubrey. My crafting sidekick. All right, so here I have just a little, I think this is like a Tim Holtz Reflections. This is a pink. I just wanted a pretty pink. I've had this for a long time, so I'm just going to sprinkle right on there. So we got little pink antlers. And then I thought, this is the German glass glitter. I'm just going to touch, you guys can see that okay. I'm going to touch just the tips of his antler and put the little glass glitter right on there with the pink. All right, let's move this out of the way. Okay, guys, what do you think? It's a super sweet project, isn't it? And did you see how fast that came together? It's really easy, and it's a great way, like I said, to take the Shiny Brite that you have a whole box full and bump it up. And what a great gift, right? So I do have some links below. If there's anything here that possibly you can find, I definitely will put it down below. And look, we got a lot of extra time on our hands right now. It's a great time to do some Christmas crafts. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.